All right, sweet. So today, my topic is on extreme ownership. So first up, most of you guys, well, maybe some of you guys have heard of it. There's actually a book called Extreme Ownership. The author is Jocko Willink. It's a great book. I encourage you guys to go read that book. Okay? Just check it out, give it a once over and see what you think. Thanks for your time today, guys. So, for real, it actually is a real book. You guys should check it out. It is a good book. So for extreme ownership, okay, obviously there's a lot of different ways to go with that in all aspects of your life. Obviously everyone here is a fighter, either already making this your career or want to make this your career. So we're going to pertain extreme ownership to fighting today. The things that I wanted to touch on was mainly extreme ownership when it comes to your training. So here at Factory X, we've got a pretty strict, rigid schedule, right? Not in a bad way, but we know every day when we need to be here for practice, okay? And I think a lot of people think, that's great, I showed up. That's not enough, okay? That's the bare minimum. If you work at McDonald's, the bare minimum they're gonna ask you to do is fucking show up to work. That's what showing up to practice is. Okay? It's just showing up for work. Everything that happens after that is what we actually need to put in. So, first up, because some of you guys, you know who you are, it's not hard to show up on time, okay? So be there on time is the first thing. Okay? The next piece is when you're training, and we've talked about this plenty of times, is be dialed in. Okay? The minute you step foot on the mat and it's time to actually get working, you gotta actually pay attention and take in what you're being taught. Otherwise it's not gonna stick, you're just wasting time. So when Mark pulls everyone together and says, okay, we're gonna throw a 1-2, and then we break, first he asks if we have any questions, and then we break, everyone's good, and then someone goes, wait, what are we doing? You're an idiot, okay? Just pay attention, it's not hard, right? This is all ownership when it comes to your training. Especially with fighting, there's no one else for you. It's just you, you're by yourself. So you're in charge of what you're doing. Even though we've got coaches, instructors, friends, teammates, whatever that can all help you, you're in charge at the end of the day of what you're gonna do. So dial in and be ready for training. Okay, so mention that just showing up is the bare minimum, right? So show up to practice, we've got all that. You're gonna learn in practice, you're gonna be able to apply that, but you need to do your own thing outside. You need to seek your own knowledge. So a lot of you guys are probably sitting here thinking right now, like, I get extra work in. Okay, I do my extra work. I show up early and I roll or I flow spar. Again, that's kind of a waste of time, to be honest with you. Not the extra work aspect, but why are you showing up to flow spar and just roll? Flow sparring or sparring and rolling is to demonstrate the things that you've learned. Okay, it's to put it into practice. You just show up and do that stuff, all you're doing is busy work. You're not doing anything productive. So if you want to get extra work in, that's great, and you guys should, but do it from a technical aspect. Okay, try and refine one move that you have. When you refine that, you move on to the next one, and the next one. And then, because we have plenty of opportunities through the week to spar and roll, then you put that stuff in. If you show up and you're just like, hey, let's roll for an hour, all you're doing is making yourself tired. It's just busy work, okay? So the last piece to seeking your own knowledge is we live in 2019. Everyone has got access to the whole of information of humanity right here in your pocket. Okay? Go online, find tons of videos. My brother and I constantly direct message each other on Instagram of videos we find. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, fight highlights, training, pad work, all that stuff. And we just share it back and forth. If you find one thing that you're gonna add to your game, it was worth it. And it took 30 seconds out of your day. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be in the gym or we're training with each other. Just find stuff outside. It's super easy. Again, you take 10 minutes out of your day sitting on the couch at home, look on your phone, find videos, techniques, and just try and bank it and be like, all right, I'm gonna try that next time. That's how you're gonna get better, okay? And that's how you're gonna start to own your actual training and you're actually gonna see yourself progress. Again, showing up is the bare minimum. It's on you to do everything outside of here to make yourself actually better and to advance, right? So that's all I really got for today, guys. Again, it just comes down to owning your training and making the time that you have here and outside worth it and actually productive. All right, thank you guys.